Good morning, my name is Rosalind Pichardo of Operation Save Our City, and I'm here to show you how to reverse an overdose for those who are using opiates. This is the overdose reversal kit, and in this kit consists of Narcan and a face shield. A face shield is a face shield to help you have that barrier when you're giving someone rescue breaths. So a little bit of history on myself. Again, my name is Rosalind Pichardo of Operation Save Our City, and I am a harm reductionist and an outreach worker, also a resident of Kensington. So that's my primary location where I do most of my outreach work. So let's get started on how to reverse an overdose. The very first question I ask is, what does an overdose look like? So it looks different for everyone. Sometimes someone can be unresponsive. Sometimes a person can be blue in the face if they're light skinned. If they're dark skinned or my complexion or darker, they're gonna have more of an ashy tone. So another way to determine someone's overdosing is you wanna try to stimulate pain, right? So if you find someone who's unresponsive, you wanna try to stimulate pain. So the way to do that is you're gonna put your knuckle up like that, and you're gonna find that sternum on their body. Once you find that sternum on their chest, you're gonna rub it. And if they don't move or they don't respond, then they're clearly overdosing. So the very first step you wanna do is, one, have someone call 911. Two, you wanna check your surroundings to make sure that there's no syringes so that you don't accidentally get stuck. So once you've done that, you're gonna go ahead and take your Narcan, which looks just like this, take it out of the packet. I'm gonna use my trainer here. Just make sure we're checking our surroundings. That person had already called 911. So now you're gonna take your Narcan and you're gonna insert it into the nose. You're gonna tilt this head back. And the reason why we wanna tilt the head back is so that the medicine disperses up the nostril and into the brain. So you're gonna use the tip of your Narcan, insert it into the nose, and you're gonna push that button up. And then you're gonna take your face shield, which comes in a packet like this. So we're gonna pretend I took it out that packet there. You're gonna do the nose to the nose, the mouth to the mouth. Right before you do the rescue breath, you wanna make sure that there's nothing in the mouth. So make sure there's nothing in there. Also make sure you have on gloves, because we are going to be going into the mouth and removing anything that's in there that may prevent you from doing rescue breaths. So okay, we see something in the mouth. I'm going to go ahead and scoop that out. And then I'm going to put the nose to the nose, the mouth to the mouth, all right? It's all lined up. I'm going to pinch my nose. I'm going to tilt my head back, and I'm going to give them one big breath. And then we're gonna remove the face shield, and we're gonna count 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi. You're gonna keep doing this for about 3 minutes. If this person is still unresponsive and still looks the same way as when you first found them, you're gonna go ahead and administer a second dose of Narcan. Once you've administered the second dose, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Make sure the head's tilted back. Administer the Narcan. This is the second dose. And then we're gonna use the face shield, the nose to the nose, the mouth to the mouth. We're gonna line it up, pinch the nose, tilt the head back. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi. Pinch the nose, tilt it back. And we're gonna keep doing that for about 3 minutes. All right, now this person is starting to come to. I can see some movement. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to roll this person to the side. And the reason you wanna roll this person to the side is because you wanna make sure that they don't aspirate, that they don't choke off vomit or spit or whatever it is that's happening, that's coming up. All right, so now the person is wanting to sit up. You're gonna go ahead and then in your calmest voice, you're gonna say, hey, you just overdosed. We've given you, let's say, 2 Narcans. So the reason why we want to let people know how many Narcans you've given that person is because that's going to determine how sick they're going to be. So if you've given them 1 Narcan, they're going to feel a little queasy. if you've given them 2, 3 Narcans, then they're gonna probably feel the immediate effects of withdrawal. So that way they know what to expect for the next couple of hours. You wanna let them know, hey, EMS is coming, they're on their way, and it's up to them if they wanna go with EMS. Most people opt out from going with EMS, and that's fine. Also, you wanna let them know, say, hey, don't use for the next couple of hours. You're not gonna be able to get high or feel the effects of whatever substance they're using because of the Narcan. The way that Narcan works, it blocks the receptors in one's brain, so it doesn't allow you to get high. So the problem is that if they decided to use while this Narcan is in their system, what can happen is once that Narcan wears off and is off of the receptors and they try to use while the Narcan is still in their system, they can go right back into overdose. So you want to make sure that they stay around someone if they opt out of going with EMS. So Sunshine, you just OD'd. We gave you 3 Narcans. Try to stick around with some friends. Don't use for the next 2-3 hours because you're not going to be able to get high. And then just encourage him to just relax, have a seat, drink some water, but definitely be around someone. Okay. So another way that I have another rescue breath shield here, or a ampu bag, and this is a little bit different. So with these, you will find these in different facilities. Any facilities that have a high rate of overdoses, most places will carry a thing called a red bag. So if you see one of these, it's the same thing as a rescue shield. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna administer the Narcan. You're gonna administer the Narcan, tilt the head back, and you're gonna make sure there's nothing in the mouth. Make sure you have on gloves. And then you're gonna put the ampu bag, make sure you're cupping the bottom. So the reason why you want to cup the bottom is because sometimes I find that the air escapes out the bottom. So you're going to go ahead and turn it, and then you're going to give them the rescue breath. And then you're going to count 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi. And I find that this is easier to use. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi. Just like that. Now when EMS comes, we don't have to get rid of this ampu bag right away. They're gonna grab this from you, they can attach it to their oxygen, and then now they can discard of it. Okay? That is how you reverse an overdose. And if you need any Narcan, you can reach out to Operation Save Our City at gmail.com or Operation Save Our City at our Facebook and Instagram. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and learning how to reverse an overdose.